gentlemen, thank you for listening to the Peanut Gallery. This show's Laszlo,
Young Tar.
and this is episode 3. And I'm pretty much calling this the Boston Tea Party episode. So, pretty much, that's pretty much the topic for today.
Basically, we going to trying to describe how real life is to the Boston Tea Party.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, pretty much, I guess as you can probably see now, it's pretty much been a very, I would say, very interesting year. I was the only way I can really describe it because like it's pretty much it was election year, and uh, as of this upcoming Friday, it's definitely gonna be a new president in office.
True to the inaugurations, but I'll say this year been a roller coaster ride, as I should say. We have our highs and we have our lows. It just been all over the place. It's not steady. It's just moving all over. But
It's it's definitely been all over like, and that it's one thing I can say is as like us as American people and us the people in general is like it's pretty much they've been more vocal in a way, but one thing that I can say is there are some people that are speaking out against things that I would say are well could be considered a good cause, and there are also other groups that would I would pretty much say that not exactly like like protesting out of like feelings and stuff, or like personally how they feel or their views. Like I would just pretty much say that their views may come off as misguided.
since you said they vocal, they are true. They are vocal, but I think the way they used to be vocal is for crazy reasons. Like somebody like they tallow. Like that's not good. Let's if we gonna be vocal, use it for something that's lower the taxes. Everybody, all right, let's lower the taxes like back in the day, or stop the violence and stuff like that.
And all I can say is it, like it's one thing to go out and be on a soapbox and preaching, but it's also like being able to actually put your words into play, because like we're like Russ right here, we can pretty much give you all the information in the world, but it's what you do with it is ultimately like what I would say the decision maker, because as the age old saying is, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You can give anybody all the information in the world. I can give you a step by step booklet on how to make $1 million. It's up to you to actually put that to use, because it's like pretty much like if you don't put forth the information and stuff that's given, then like it's in my mind it's pretty much whoever told you or whatever entity told you like gave you the information is pretty much wasted effort. I mean wasted energy, and that's like this like as Ty says a lot. Like he hates to waste energy, as in he can see like if somebody can tell you anything in the world, but if you choose not to put forth the information that's told, then pretty much like, it was wasted energy, because it's like you just all you were was just like you heard the information but you didn't truly absorb it and actually put it to play.
Yeah, that's what I always say. If I see progress, I don't mind helping you out. If I don't see no progress, like you said, I always say I hate to waste energy. I'll stop wasting my energy on you. It's not personal, but it's hurting me at the end. Like I'm wasting all this energy. I could be spending time up with somebody else that actually needs it and willing to work with me. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Because if you think about it, let's say that you spent, let's say 2 months telling somebody something, and that you see that it's pretty much that at the end of that 2 months, it's pretty much they're at the same spot that they were, or shit, worst case scenario, they further back to where they further back than they were when they started. And when you think about it, that from 2 month time span, pretty much you could have been using that towards something else, actually giving the information to pass it forth to us, somebody else that could have actually used it, maybe in less time, for all we know. Could have did a lot. He could have pretty much did a lot, and within that time frame, instead of like just focusing on somebody else, and that's pretty much like the old saying, in one ear and out the other. Because that's just pretty much all I can say is that unless somebody actually want to put forth something, then what can you really do?
Sure, but I also believe in the little stuff matters. Like when I see people on the street, I don't even have to know them. I would say hi, just out of respect. Now I'm telling you that I respect your presence on earth. That little stuff somebody could be thinking about killing themselves. Just, hey, how you doing? Have a little conversation with them. Next thing you know, they're like, you really saved me, thank you, because I was really down on myself. Like, that's all I do. Or if I get a plate of something, I eat everything on my plate. You know what I mean? Because I can't feed the homeless or the people that don't have nothing to eat. So I was like, at least I can eat for them. Not to be disrespectful or nothing, but I'm not disrespecting them because I'm eating everything on my plate.
Because like with that being said, it actually reminds me of this old, I think it's World War II poster that I see that I pretty much always take to heart, because it said, don't waste while your wife saves, adopt the doctrine of the clean plate, meaning put everything that you put on your plate, don't put more than what you can eat. Pretty much like they say, like your eyes are bigger than your stomach. If you put 100 chicken wings on your damn plate, knowing damn well you're only going to eat 10 of them, and you're going to throw away the rest, then it's a trickle effect. It's pretty much them 90 other chicken wings, them damn chickens, they had to die, they should be thrown and put away. It's like that could have gone to somebody else. Like that could have gone somewhere else. If you're only going to eat them 10 chicken wings, then only put 10 on your plate. So, or if you put more on there, at least like wrap it up and plan on eating maybe tomorrow or something, or that's your lunch for the next day or something. But at least plan on, don't put more on than what you can really handle, because it's one of the biggest, it's like one of the almost known facts that we as American people pretty much accepted, that we're pretty much seen as the most wasteful country on the face of this planet.
And the most polluted.
It's pretty much like polluted, wasteful, and pretty much in this day and age we got the mindset okay, shit, we got an infinite amount of resources. They're telling us it's like the old saying of me going to damn McDonald's, getting 6 nuggets, eating 3 and throwing the other 3 out the window because I got tired of eating them. It's like really, that's what I mean by wasteful, because in my mind I could say, oh, it was only me, I only did it. But what if it was a fucking 100 other people that did the same thing, fucking bought them 6 nuggets, ate 3 and threw out the rest, and said the same thing that I say, it's only me.
Yeah, and then not even just that, you see other homeless people just sitting there and they ain't got nothing to eat. So you just wasting them. You watch a homeless person walk by you, you just get them wasted. At least study alright, cool. You want to use the last little bit of nuggets I got. At least try.
It's like something.
Put something on his stomach.
And one thing
first thing he can say is no.
And another thing is I've seen it's made all over YouTube. I've seen a lot of those I would say I forget, I can't exactly put the word down there, but it was social experiments. That's what. But they were doing a couple of social experiments where somebody will walk into they make a pizza parlor. They'll be wearing pretty much a clip-on mic, but they'll walk in there and be walk up to somebody and be like, hey man, man, I'm real hungry. Like, can I have a slice of pizza or something? And then the people are like, nah, man, get the fuck out of here, leave me alone, right? But then like they'll have another clip where like they'll walk up to a person that's homeless, hand them a box, then hand them a box of pizza. Then 5 minutes later, the same guy walk up to him like, yo, man, I'm hungry. Can I have something to eat? The damn homeless guy would be more willing to feed somebody else, and then it's like that's what shows like we live in a damn society where like, well, we don't believe in helping others, man.
Now, I talked to this homeless guy. You know, like I said, I have conversations with anybody, but I talked to this homeless guy, and he said, I heard somebody call him a bum, because his mentality is not bum. He just happens to be homeless. There's a difference between bum. Bum is a person that don't want to do anything for themselves. He said, I'm a homeless person. I don't have a home, but I'm willing to go to work. But they said, can you leave your contact? And I'm like, I'm homeless. I don't got no phone. He said, yeah, I got a million of them. McDonald's called them or somebody. But I'm like, this world's like, I see a lot of like that hunger to be successful from homeless people than with people that
got everything in the world.
That think they got everything in the world. Like,
it's like that's why the way I see it is like, I can understand like it like yeah, okay, yeah, the brother's homeless. Like it's everybody has them moments that they down on their luck. Some that further down than others. Like, cause for all we know, he was maybe at one point he had a wife, he had children.
yeah.
Maybe the children abandoned, his wife left him, or something like that, or he had a nice house. Yeah, so it happened to be down on his luck and lost everything. And there's nothing you can really do about it, cause except for except for get back up and try, and at least try to get like something, cause.
Then I see some. I was watching a video on YouTube. It was this homeless man that had his PhD in mathematics and something else, forgot. And he said his business, it wasn't his business that he ran, but it was a business that he was working with. They failed, like the business failed. Then he trying to get jobs at other places and stuff, and he's overqualified because he got too much, like knowledge. So that's why he's homeless. And I'm like, man, that's sad. I wish I could be honest. I wish I could do something for him.
Yeah, cause like that's how it be. Cause sometimes like. It's like it be a lot of places because they say you're overqualified because they don't want to pay for that.
Yeah.
It's like that's why a lot of these businesses they'll have a bunch of people out of high school or just got a high school diploma or a bunch of pretty much as I say people that didn't want to go to school because they can pay them the crap wages and get the most money out of it. Because if you got about 10 people on your staff that you paying minimum wage, let's say you putting out 10,000 every month paying them, right? But you revenuing over like almost $250,000 every month. Like why would you want to sit there and like that was like 100,000?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say why would you want to pay 100,000 to one person, and then you're almost having to double that because the other 9 people you still gotta pay. So you fucking paying 200. Like they'll rather sit there and have the most people but pay the less than have the less people will pay the most. Because even though the damn people, they got the knowledge to do it. They got, for all we know, they probably got more qualifications than the person running the company, but they don't want to pay it because in their mind they're overqualified to do it.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's like, and then since my dad got the business, I be trying to hire people, but they not on the same level. Like they not as hungry as I am. And then it's like, dang, bro. I be thinking like, I could hire this homeless guy, and he'd go hard in there.
Yeah, that's what I say, man. Cause like, that's why I'm saying as a nation, we need that fire and hunger, but it got to be in the right places. Cause the thing is, like, what I say, it's like I don't know if you seen on the news recently, but you heard about this whole women's march that's like in Philly. That's supposed to be taking place within like I think Friday, I believe.
We said women.
It's like women's march.
This is like women trying to be equal equality.
No, like not even that. It's just a women's march on like the protest against, I guess the President-elect Trump because of the stuff that he was saying.
Oh my goodness.
It's more. That's how I feel, man. I could say it's mostly probably against like what he was saying before. From like I can understand like what he was saying was like, it can't be seen as heinous, but the thing is, it can be seen as wrong. But the thing is, it's like
Well, let's keep honest. Let's keep honest with everybody. Everybody a little prejudiced. Everybody is. At home, you probably I see some black white people like at home. They probably, that's just ran into some black people. They came in. You know how black people always talk about white people. Oh man, white people is getting on my nerves. We all prejudiced. We need to cut it out. Act like we not prejudiced. We have our moments of being prejudiced. You know what I mean?
it's like, cause that's how it is. Like he was saying his things about women and like doing like saying he was doing inappropriate stuff and all that. But the thing is,
What men don't sleep with women?
or do some crazy. But I'm just like the thing I'm saying is like is that really what you want to put all of your effort towards? Somebody saying stuff.
That's that negative attention we don't need. We need to focus on stuff that need to be done. Like taking the homeless out the street, stopping the crime in these neighborhoods. You know what I mean? Put efforts in that. And making our kids back to being educated. Because right now our kids are not educated. I know somebody can come from Africa and come to the United States and talk way better English now. A lot of people, or come from China and come to the United States and talk way better English than a person that was born in the United States. And that's kind of bad.
And that's why because pretty much if you ever notice our American educational system is lacking horribly.
Ever since that No Kid Left Behind, I think everything went down. That's what I was talking about when we was in the car. I was talking about that No Kids Left Behind. If you're gonna do that, once you get all the kids that's failing, right, you bring them in one class to slow down the teaching method. Like, all right, we're gonna help you learn. And then when you're finished, though, you at a higher level, then I'll put you back in a normal class. It's not considered a slow class, but you're getting taught the same thing, but at a slower pace.
The thing I would say is they had because you remember no child left behind. No child left behind. They had Jumpstart. Either way, somebody getting fucked. All right. That's why all of a sudden you remember back when Barbara Bush when she was in the White House with George Bush.
Yeah.
She was like she's trying to get all the kids to read. All the kids to read. But we can see how damn well she did with Governor Bush. And the reason I say Governor Bush because that is the only position of power that I see that he owned legitimately. That he owned that he pretty much legitimately owned.
Deserved.
Well, it pretty much deserved. And so even though that does kind of lead on to the damn shit that's going on today too, though.
I know.
Because I guess it was what was it, Congressman Lewis, he's pretty much saying the same deal, he didn't see him as a legitimate president because for the fact that the same thing happened in 2000. There was 2000 where Kerry won the popular, but Bush ended up winning. He ended up winning the electoral.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what happened this year. Hillary won the popular, but Trump won the electoral. Now everybody wasn't one to come out saying, we gotta find another voting system.
The Great Wall and all this, because he said the Great Wall thing. Now everybody, right now everybody needs let's cut it out. It's just something we don't need to worry about.
Like I say, that whole wall shit, man, no one has been preaching that for years. One person actually steps up and says something, and he going to do it. All I'm saying, it's fucking mass hysteria.
I want to see what's people complaining back in the day when they made the real Great Wall.
Because I want to see about that because
I read about that too.
Because that's the thing, man. We complain about the wrong shit, man. The wrong damn stuff.
But
see, at least back then, when they were complaining about shit that mattered, like damn Stamp Act, T Act, shit like that, and it fucking caused riots. what's called the Boston Massacre. It shouldn't be no, not mean the Boston Tea
Yeah,
Party.
and that stuff only went up like 2 cents. They complained about it. Two
They
cents.
damn right, and like about 2 cents back then was a lot.
I know.
Let people now. They raise their damn taxes $5. Yeah, people will sit there and moan and complain and go on social media and complain like, oh, they raised our taxes, but what? But won't do anything about it. Back then, what happened? They raised the damn they raised the the sugar tax, stamp act, and what happened? They was all be able to come together and start chucking damn British tea off the damn boats.
And not even just that, they was rebellious. They stopped paying for that. Period. If you don't got nothing, if you don't got a problem, if you got a problem with something, stop messing with it.
It's
That's
like,
the easiest way to solve a problem. Stop messing with it.
and like they say, no taxation without representation. That shit pretty much goes on today. It's like no taxation without proper representation because now, like even though people are vocal, but the thing is like we have a system of checks and balances, as in technically we as the American people we have unalienable rights to, like, if we feel that pretty much our government is not representing us in a way that pretty much they almost damn near seem corrupt, Christy. See,
They said since you said that, it's a saying. They said the government shouldn't. I mean, people shouldn't fear the government. The government should fear the people. That should be true. But right now, I feel like the people are scared of the government.
And they scared to the point where they won't do anything because these like that's why they say that's why the fucking Second Amendment is one of my favorite things because it says the right to bear arms to hold for all free states in order to form a well-armed militia that uphold our rights. And people always say that's obsolete because we have armed forces. The thing is, for the most part, the armed forces is going to side with the government. So what the fuck we gonna do? Go out, throw shoes and rocks at them motherfuckers? They gonna laugh and blow your ass up. And it's a stupid motherfucker. It's stupid ass people saying, "Oh, take the guns away, take the guns away."
Like back to what we said in our episode 2. It's not the gun. No, episode 1. It's not the guns that's doing the crime. It's the person that's holding the gun. That's why I said people need to go get their gun license, learn how to shoot before they want to get a gun.
Because they sitting there saying like, "Take the damn guns away." I guarantee you, like, somebody climbs through your damn window, what the fuck you doing? Gonna call the cops? You gonna call the cops and fucking just hope the motherfuckers leave and hope the cops get there in time? Nah, they gonna fucking have fun with your ass. Like, I guarantee you, just if an average response time for where you live is 15 minutes, motherfucker, I got at least 14 minutes to fucking do whatever the fuck I want with your ass. 14 minutes is a lot of damn time.
Word up. I'll knock your ass out, rob you within 14 minutes.
Motherfucker, I'll do like the damn Vikings keep playing. I'll fucking raid and pillage your ass keep playing. Like,
word up.
I'll do some fucking, like, cause he think for 15 minutes, that's like, and fucking have enough time to be going. And fucking, I mean, I have time to skip down the damn street at that damn rate because, and people don't realize, man, like unless you got unless you got a law-abiding citizen with the right to bear an arm and to protect your house and home, then you able to protect yourself. Like, look, even though we living in a time where we don't have to go out to the woods and hunt for food, and we're not fucking stalked by predators like such as bears and shit like that. We can drive our million miles in a gallon Priuses to the nearest Whole Foods to get food on the table. But in this world, we're still stalked by those two-legged predators we call humans to ultimately deprive us of our property and ultimately our lives, man.
I agree.
Because that's why I say, like, people are willing to give away their unalienable rights because they feel that like, oh, like, if you take away the gun, if we gonna stop violence on the streets. But the thing is, that's completely against what's the whole thing, because oh yeah, all right, you take away the guns, all right, take them all away. That doesn't stop me from going to the street spending a couple $100, get me a goddamn AR-15 with a fucking 100-round beta mag, and gonna rob your ass. For the person that said they're against guns. Okay. When I got your ass looking like damn Swiss cheese in there, then don't say anything. Because you the one you want with your team to march on Washington, protest against guns, and had them all taken away. All right.
Now you take them away, and they still ain't gonna stop me from whooping your ass.
Right.
I still gonna beat you up. What is the gun? You just took my gun away. You still could die from getting beat up to death. Beat to death.
It's like, that's why I'm saying.
I can hang you, do all that. Burn you all up.
And like, because people, like I said, people put people don't have a damn brain in there. They just start, they don't put things in consideration. And like I said, they put their energy towards shit that pretty much like, that's pretty much on the, I would say the bottom of the pyramid. Shit, like, as you go up, there's more things that you should be focusing towards, and like things at the bottom that pretty much can come later.
Yeah. I agree.
Because, like, I would say one thing we should have been one thing I was like, you see how fucking damn gas prices done jumped up like within the last couple of months, just in the state we in.
And New Jersey.
And people complained about it, but did nothing about it. Did nothing about it, except for gas gonna go up. Oh, there goes my extra large coffee at damn Starbucks in the morning. Like, no, and one didn't care. Let them do it.
Since you're on that about gas, do you think child support is killing a lot of people? Like, for the men?
Well, one thing I can probably say is, it's like, in some aspects, it definitely is killing us because not only, it's like, because most likely, you're almost guaranteed that the court is going to side with the females. And like the way like for the most part, they're going to sit there and give them about 800, let's say they give them 800 per child per week. And for the most part, you pretty much almost working to pay child support. They don't give a damn if you, like, how the hell you support yourself. Like, you can have a damn check for $2,000. Let's say you paying 800 a damn kid. That's most of your check. Like it's like, that's like $1,600 of your check.
You got 2 kids, $1,600. You only need left fucking
then you left for $400. Matter of fact, it's gonna be more like $200 after taxes.
True, yeah. True.
After the taxes. So what the hell you supposed to do with $200? When you got bills, like, you might as well live in a damn shoebox at this point. Matter of fact, like we say, you might as well be homeless at that damn point. You can't afford nothing else. You damn near can't afford nothing else. You're like, can you buy me lunch? No, I got you next pay period. Cause I can't, like, shit. You fucking living off ramen noodles and bottled water because, man, I don't even know how the hell you can afford to sleep.
I don't even know either.
They say, motherfucker, you better take that damn $200 and go to the damn casino and hope you win.
That's why I don't get the child support system. If you can't pay, they lock you up. But for the female, why would you want your money maker go to jail? That means he stopped paying you.
It's like,
that don't make no sense.
Or like,
but there's a lot of females that put their man on child support quick.
Like, but I can understand, like, if y'all two not dealing with each other anymore.
Yeah, but
like, the thing is, like, I would say at least be reasonable with the child support.
Yeah.
Base that on what he's making. Because
I think so too.
Because a lot of these times, like, these damn child support, what they asking them to pay is fucking extortion.
Robbery.
Because that, and on top of that, yeah, I would say make sure, like, if I'm damn near going through fucking bankruptcy to pay off child support, then you better make sure almost every damn dollar is somehow supporting the child.
And 9 times out of 10, well, for black females, they're not. You already see what's going in there. Weave,
Cause like if I,
nails and all that other stuff.
cause if all I can say is if I go over your house and she got fucking Brazilian weave, nails done, and if my damn child look like he done rolled out of a fucking dirt farm. They say if he wearing the same pair of damn sneakers I bought him 2 years ago, then that's the only pair he say he had. But she walking around looking fly as hell, then something going wrong.
And then for Mel, I said the responsible thing, I take pictures, get evidence, get clip. I guess we're going to get custody of our kid.
Or get cut off at least. Or at least get cut off child support because.
All right, get custody. Dude, have your ass pay child support.
Because.
Pay me back.
It's fucking ridiculous, man.
I know.
Cause and to all of our viewers out there, please, like if you're gonna be doing, like I say, if you're gonna be putting somebody on the child support, at least please be considerate of what they making. Please be considerate of what they, or at least, or if you don't put them on child support, at least like make sure he buying diapers or buying stuff for the baby or something because like if she asks for money for like diapers or something, I'll make sure it's going towards the diapers or matter of fact I'll buy them myself and give them to you. Because I guarantee you, like it's fucking ridiculous, man. Like, because pretty much we live in the American way, extortion.
Yeah, and then you gotta remember, nobody's a mind reader, so you gotta let them know, communicate better. Right now, our communication is horrible. That's the number one problem with the United States right now. Communication skills is horrible.
And that's like the number one pretty much the number one skill that we gotta learn anyway because unless you know how to speak to one another, then like how the hell you expect us to prosper as a people or even come together as a people if we cannot do the one simple thing of knowing how to communicate to one another.
I think the problem with that is I think some of these words got too many meanings, you know what I mean? Like I could mean definition number 2, but you take and that's a positive way, and you take definition number 1, that's a negative way. Now you mad at me. Like communication skills is kind of off. And you ain't gonna give me a chance to explain myself.
And that's all it is. Like, cause and that's another thing. Snap judgment. Like sometimes you gotta like hear things.
Yes.
And let the other person explain like where they're coming from and like what they mean by what they say. Because like one thing that I always say is like you can't always be so quick to either get mad or upset. Now if they met definition number 1, then how you can get mad?
Yeah.
But like don't automatically assume.
Investigate, basically.
At least try to figure out something because. That's pretty much the thing. Like hostility is one of the things that pretty much like flourishes in this country. You know? Exactly why we at war all the damn time.
Yep. We at war all the time with other people because they don't want to take the time and just observe. Oh, he probably did mean definition number 1. Let me find out. Don't just believe what he said or she said. Because that's going to lead you into more unnecessary fights. So you just go find out, alright, you ask me, oh, no, I mean definition number 2. Alright, cool, alright.
And like, now I understand.
Now after you said that, then everything clear. If you said definition number 1, you know we gotta get our rounds in. But after you get our rounds in, you is free to have your own opinion.
It's like, yeah, like after we get the rounds in, like she can come to the barbecue next week. And like shit, you look at you sour shit and gnawing on the damn chicken bone and shit. Like, all right, what's it? As long as I know you fucked up the chicken, the motherfucker. That's the 3rd time I seen you go to it, so I know it's good. I was like, all right, you good now? All right, cool. But like, yeah, like going back to what I was saying, man. We pretty much need to it's like if you let's say you got a positive point of view, like a point of view on something, it's like it's pretty much. It's like unless you, like if you just an average Joe, it's like and I would say it's hard to rally up the damn troops to be able to, like with the same mindset that you had.
I'm kind of figuring that out right now. As like I said, my dad got business. He trying to lean it towards me. And right now, I'm like all over the place because I'm unorganized. And guess who I got surrounding me? I'm organized people. So I'm trying to teach them while I'm learning myself, but that's not working. I already know it before I teach somebody else.
And you pretty much got to be at a.
I gotta be at a higher level than with y'all.
You got pretty much got to know what you're doing before before you put forth what the hell like is going on. Pretty much that summing up the time now though. But
Alright.
you can pretty much get our last couple of views in there.
We gonna keep doing videos like this because we really want y'all to understand and change the way how y'all act towards each other. This world's, first of all, life is too short to be acting crazy. Enjoy life and stop just killing people for no reason because he called you black, fat. Well, if you are fat, you fat. Do something about it.
I say,
If you black, you can't do nothing about it. Be happy that you're black.
it's like just remember it. If you call somebody fat, it's like shit, they can lose that weight, but then you can't lose that black.
There you go. But it shouldn't affect you. If you don't feel that way about yourself, you should not be affected by what somebody said. This world's too soft right now. I feel as though it should be.
Everything's driven by emotion.
Yes.
Yeah,
I need to get off that emotion stuff.
'cause
Shoot, life is too short. I'm happy to be on this earth. Every second I live, I'm happy. The happier I get.
Because they think it's like you say, man. Because like life is way too short to be sitting there worrying about what he or she sharing, man. Because they pretty much the more focus you put towards what he or she said, the less you putting towards yourself. And that's pretty much like it's ridiculous, man.
Yes, and I'm looking at the suicidal rate for male and female. It's too high.
It's like,
And most of the people that kill themselves have a lot of potential to be something great. But they listen to he say, she say, they all say.
it's like I say, it all falls into three categories. One, they off themselves. Two, they actually puts towards making themselves a better person. Or three, they shit end up like Columbine, but shit. But anyway, this is your host Laszlo.
It's Young Ty. And feel good about yourself.
And this is episode 3. And as I always say, in this world, we are not told that we are loved enough. So I'll tell you all, I love you.
And I love you too.